Welcome back. We just finished off a huge fight, and I had to cut the footage in half because I had 2 hours of footage, because when I was recording it a whole year ago now, I was having so much fun that I just kept going and going and going and going, and it doesn't edit down to 1 hour, or I could maybe, but you know, I'd be cutting out a lot of stuff, so I think 2 slightly shorter, possibly, episodes is the way to go, rather than 1 really, really long episode. And it's also much more difficult to cohesively edit, too. So we'll get back into the video now, and you enjoy.
Wow, we've got some army. And of course, the other problem with assassins is they can be invisible. So there could be assassins lurking, waiting to take out my hero. So now I need a town as fast as possible. So yeah, race happiness, too bad. And that mana node I can actually do something with for 60 more mana. Okay, so natural immunity will make my army more or less immune to a lot of what they have to offer. And then this will help against all their mind control stuff. So that's quite strong against the druids. Not against the druids, against the rogues. And we can get the healing going there. Gonna need you to fall back very quickly. That city's going down. I might just want to run with these guys as well. Yeah, I think I will. Just get moving before they can take me out. And that's a little bit more money, which I very much need. 2 turns left till I get that city. I didn't deal with those spiders, which means that still at any point they could come and cause me problems. These guys will defend up there against them, but it's good though. I like the challenge of being on the back foot. You need to get to safety. Run away. Okay. Yep. Yep. I guess they're worried about invisible units, but they can just choose not to attack. Yeah, there you go. Some strange choices. Yeah, I was gonna say, they haven't taken my watchtowers for some reason. Actually, go back. You fast enough to... Not quite. Okay, never mind. You're good. Okay, this could... I need to just start looting treasure sites to desperately get some resources, basically. What does this say? Gemel was here. Gemel. Isn't Gemel one of the makers of the game? Maybe. It's been many years. Okay, ogre. Trolls. Trolls are different from ogres. Trolls are like ogres, but stronger? Yeah. Okay. We can work with this. Especially if I do something like that. So now I have a unit with lifesteal. Trolls have regrowth, so that's a perfect opportunity to give yourself every single unit here 1 level and be 1 experience away from the next level. And I don't know, they tried to fix it, like I might have mentioned in a previous episode, but I don't know what the solution would be. Really, it's a tricky one. You just get set experience for participating in a fight, I guess. I think, but I don't want... Yeah, okay. If I stand like there... Okay, if I stand like here... And the wargs can get me, which... is good. I want to scare them into attacking me, more or less. But without getting hit by the trolls. Like, I don't want 3 units attacking 1 unit. Okay, fine. New plan. Get ready to heal. Can't quite shoot them. I've got an idea. And the idea goes something like this. Well, that's unfortunate. Rolls are gone. So now I can do whatever I want with the rest of their army, more or less. Does that seem unnaturally long? And I can also mind control the wargs if they live, which I don't think they will. Oh, they ran out of movement. Okay, I'll take it. There we go. Welcome to the team. And now... okay, so 280. Do I gain experience in a fight which I leveled up? I do. And you gain 1 experience... Sorry, you gain experience equal to the level of the creature you attack every time you attack them. And so if I do this... Well, it won't kill, I guess. But yeah, they have regrowth, so I can just... Let's see here. 143? Okay, that does not give experience. At least there's that. Moving does not give experience. How long does Befriend Animal last? Full combat. And something like... I think using a special ability gives ×2, so in theory, 323 should become 329. Yes, okay, so using an ability gives double the experience that attacking would. And all I have to do is stand behind an object so I can't see him, and then I'm less likely to kill him. And they can just heal forever. Feels wrong, doesn't it? Now, does sprinting give experience? 289? No, good. And of course, if you do this, you do less damage as well. So you can even more carefully keep that in line. This is going to be the fight where I show it off, alright? I show off I actually slightly know what I'm doing. And then what happens is everything fails, and you have angry trolls ready to tear you to pieces. I think that should be more likely. I think maybe you should gain immunity to stunning the more times you're stunned, or something like that. Like it sort of stacks every combat. That wouldn't actually be that hard to add to the game. Think about it. That might be a standalone mod. There might already be a mod that does that, actually. Unfortunately, it does make it less fun to like fight tier 4s for like a giant where you need to stun them in order to stand a chance to win. But it would be a solution. So if I go over here, use my weaker weapon. Getting experience. 329. Imagine this being your fate. It's kind of horrible. 4 trolls. Just an XP farm. My heroes do need the levels, though. How you doing? Long way to go. I don't think I'll go all the way. I'll just go until I've mind controlled him. Maybe there should be a punishment if no one's died. That's one thing they could do, I guess. Instead of it being no damage in 5 turns, it could be like no one's died in 10 or 20. And combat might also have a 50-turn limit, which helps a little bit. That might already be a thing. But yeah, I'm not going to, you know, belabor the poor guys. Okay, mana, 2 defense and a bit of knowledge, or a bunch of gold. I was saying I need more ways to stay alive, but I also want gold. Research would also be quite good, though. Tricky choice. I can always get more gold here, I guess, so I'll take the reward. Who is at the most risk of dying? Probably you. So you can have that armor. Well, Sundered leveled up, so we know giving her another sprint doesn't work. First strike would Hugely total awareness and first strike would help a lot against assassins. Having my own assassin strike could be fun. Actually, depending on how I did it, I might not change it, but this assassin strike might actually also give me mischief managed. It might not just be the assassins that get it, which I wouldn't be totally opposed to. I could fix, but I might keep it. And then if I'm going to be going into that, maybe I go for a bit of melee strength. Now, making her an assassin seems risky, but you know, not being able to kill whatever's next to you is also risky. So it's got its ups and downs. I'd like to get these guys involved in more fights, if I can. We have rebels spawning down here. That's good news. That means they might be busy. Although warlords have a lot of ways to deal with rebels. We'll get some money from this, and then... Or hopefully even some mana. The other thing is when you take magic items, you can sell them, and you can sell them for mana, so it's a way to get mana instead of gold, potentially. Depending on the item. Yeah, like if I can kill the warg outright, then I'm safe from the warg, so it is actually a way of staying safe. And I do get mischief managed. And you see that? There was no horrible mess. And that... Yeah, if I hadn't fixed it, then only assassins wouldn't have been poisoned by themselves. So, win-win. The other spiders are probably going to try to trap my spiders, but I'm okay with that. More concerned about those wargs. But my guys should be able to take care of that. You come around for some more healing. And... yeah, I guess there's not really much to worry about here. I can make the queens a little bit safer, but... I think it's the hunter spiders that are going to be in more danger. What would a hunter spider empress be? Just like a bigger spider, I guess? Okay, let's heal you back up to full. Got you here, we might as well. And give you some XP. You get more XP for killing than you do for just hitting. I'm not sure what the exact formula on that is. You do. And yeah, not going to do the long drawn out fights every time. I just wanted to show it off a little bit there. You'll be good in a bit. And water team. Actually, if the water team joined the druid, that'd be nice. Because then you have a bunch of people that can walk on water. You would do well with a couple... Hunter doesn't really fit your composition, actually. You want to get out of there. Stick another spider in, and these spiders can join that hunter. Mana would still be welcome. But how much mana do I have? I have enough to do this for one turn, because if I get a bit more gold, then I can take this, and then I'll be making just a tiny bit more. I'd love to attack this, but... actually, hang on. There we go. Narchis... Polish. Must be. We'll go back to the mana generation, I guess. Ooh, no, we can't afford that. Okay. We're going to be juggling this back and forth for a little bit. Okay. Once I can cast a spell on this, that'll be nice. But I'm going to need a little bit more for that. And this should be the place to give it to me. And these guys, yeah, okay. I'm going to do that so they can't chase me. And where do you think that bridge leads? Oh! We will only deal with the Draconian who leads you. Send him. Okay, If I get that gold dragon, I win. Doesn't matter how strong they are. If I lose everything else in the game, but that gold dragon and my heroes, I win. Oh, look, they changed their tune. Draconians are very happy. Nice. That doesn't matter so much without racial governance, but it's still nice. And now I have a city, actually making me some resources, finally. Temple would be... Yeah, again, I can't afford to be building stuff fast anyway, so I might as well just wait for the temple. If I'm not careful here, I might allow wild units to come in, and I don't want that, so... Because there might be all sorts of stuff in there. I'm going to need more troops. I've got this Draconian city, making me a little bit of mana, which is awesome. Again, a temple would be good. But this is the front of my empire at this point, so maybe a wall? These guys might give me some mana. Okay, water team. To the water. Reskar. What do they mean I need to fly to get to the Draconian, to their city, though? Huh? Like, doesn't... There's bridges. Paths. I'm not sure where the flying comes in. You will make, I guess, an excellent guard. And I'd like to keep my heroes together for safety. Although keeping them near the troll would also help a lot. Troll could go down and take out this, actually. Help me out there. And then he could come down and take out all this. That would be nice. I haven't explored down there. I think I'm going to just help tunneling. You see that? That was weird. Do I want to give them mercy? Not really. It's a shame I don't have the apprentices with me. Then I could convert some of their units. Although I can take this one for myself. Ooh, this could be a nice. This could be very nice. If I'm careful and don't make a horrible mistake. Huh. I'd like to take the serpents as well, but it's a little bit risky. Okay. That takes them out of the picture. Takes them out of the picture. And then... I don't actually want to kill these, but I'm not really sure. Can I freeze them? No. I can freeze the other shock serpents. I'd like to just sort of stun them for a turn. What I want to do is take everything. I want to take over these guys and then use them to take over these guys. And attacking right now is kind of dangerous. Because everyone's got shocking touch. Oh. Do this. So that way Sundrin is in a safer spot to be doing some silly plays. Okay. Okay. Sundrin, I want to mind control these. Didn't happen. Okay, I don't think I can afford to sit around. Fool around with these guys. They are dangerous. But I do have the tools to deal with them. And then let's see if I can beat these. Nice. I will take 12 seconds. And then we do... No, I'll just do a bit of damage to reset it. Oh, whoops. Oh, there you go. I wanted those, but I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, now what would help me out here? Oh, I haven't... Yeah, I've not been casting a lot of the spells. Hasty Plunder still takes 2 turns. Scorched Earth is the spell I need. Tangling Touch would be huge. Spirit of the Land, I don't see as being as useful. True Sight I need, because they've got so many... And Night Vision. They've got so many invisible units. And then... Yeah, just more vision. Need to see everything. Oh, wait. The dragon gives me True Sight, doesn't it? It does. Okay, Chaplain makes everyone happy if they're in your army, but I don't have that right now. Divine Channeling. I don't have the mana for Divine Channeling. I think just turning this guy into like an Undead Slayer. Oh, yeah, like a straight up Undead Slayer, like that. And magical units in the long run would be good. Who's fast? You are. That's a fight I can win. And... Okay, do I have enough mana to be doing Fertile Domain? No. And plus it's 20 per turn, and I cannot afford 20 mana per turn on the Fertile Domain. Alright, you. No, I need experience. And there's not much reason for me to be a good guy. It should really be like cruel versus merciful rather than... Well, I guess like slaughtering a people isn't exactly just cruel. It kind of fits. Like the Longbowmen if I could. These... I just don't want to get near them. Nice. Yeah, the default speed seems really slow. Get stabbed. Get double stabbed. Alright, what do you got for me? It's fine. Take those longbows off your hands. Nice. And then... heal myself. Maybe. And... you can finish this off. I'm curious if the AI will attack these, because that'd be quite fun to see. Watch them fight a gold dragon. I'd like to see them try. Ah, yes, right. I knew there was something I had to do quickly. Get out of here. Then... yeah, I'm too late now, but I could have taken back my city before they converted it. Although... what are we dealing with? Storm Darters... versus... one Druid. And... maybe my main hero is fast enough to get there? No, not even him. And they will oh, they have an assassin. Yeah. It's probably fairly safe to go look. Yeah, to attack, not so much. You can go join the water boys. Now, do I come over here and start... I think I do. Start picking up all that. Where'd all my mana go? I was expecting a bunch of mana this turn. I guess I want at least 60 Druidery. Start working on that. Need mana. Oh yeah, if I send a builder over here... Actually, where is my builder right now? Maybe I send it up here. That gets me knowledge and a bit of gold, which I'm all for. And then my army cleans up this and then comes down and starts taking back my city? Or do I just take back my city now? I don't want them to start getting out of control with, like, assassins and stuff, so I think I actually come back now. Sadly. I need... Well, this can be my new defensive position. Somebody stand near him to make me feel a little bit better. Okay, you're done. You're making me money. Yeah, this is exactly why I don't want to dig too deep. There's ogres out there. In Age of Wonders 1, it used to be that Earth Elementals could just walk through walls. Like, they didn't dig, they just would phase through them. And Earth Elementals are one of the stronger units in that game. And in this one. But, so they just appear through the walls and cause you just lose your army. Especially because in Age of Wonders 1, defense was essentially luck, and Earth Elementals had incredibly high defense, so... Really? It's only probable? I don't think Node Serpents are that scary. So, if you just got a little bit unlucky, they wouldn't take a hit, because you only had a 10% chance to hit them every time, or something like that. Maybe even lower, depending on what you were fighting them with. I think the whole probable thing is really underselling. They don't have stunning touch, do they? No. Yeah, I don't know why it said only probable. Look, like my trolls, they took 3 damage from all of that, and they almost lost their boars in the bargain. Ooh, kobolds hit hard though. Wow. I don't remember them doing that. And I've got spiders. Spiders are a huge equalizer. Alright, let's make the spiders get some experience here. What do trolls get as they level up? Fearsome. Killing momentum. Oh, killing momentum is an amazing ability. Oh, perfect awareness is what you can get the butchers with the right building, and then they just don't get tireless. That's the one that makes them horrifying, because then you can't. You just hit them and they heal, and they never get tired. So no matter how many times you hit them, they'll keep hitting you back and healing to full. Yeah, so that's the one that you really got to look out for. Tomb probably has like a Wraith King, and Wraith Kings, I would say, are stronger than Trolls. Okay, and that actually got me a little bit of mana, but I'm holding up for the node at this point. Eldritch Animals could be nice as well. Why aren't these 2 AIs doing, with all their succubi and warlord armies, not doing anything about horrible creatures wandering their lands? And make them rusty. That'll show them. 2 initiates and a warg. Something like that, I think. Maybe if I get a choke... Ooh, that'd be a good choke point, potentially. Okay. Keep very gently falling back. I'll do 12 and then yeah, that should be enough. Okay. Should have moved the initiates back as well then, I guess. Okay. So the thing to do here is going to be a whole lot of flanking. Why didn't they cast? Weird. I guess it wasn't selected. And then that gets a flank. And then pop you up here. Get the flank off there. Why are you so upset? You are upset because you don't like it here. Okay. If it wasn't for that fumble, I think I would have guaranteed a win there, but now I'm not so sure. Ugh, that just changed everything. Man, I think I wouldn't have lost either of those troops if I hadn't fumbled. Why is it doing that? Okay, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. That was a bad misclick. Yikes. Well, I think they're dead. Alright, nice city you have there. It'd be a shame if a very large army were to happen to it. Following the river. And they still haven't converted. I think they're trying to actually full on convert it because it's taken them forever. Which I am okay with. They're not going to defend their walls. I will happily climb them. And on this side too. This guy needs to get some experience. Or I lose just something silly. I should probably give him Reskar's armor. So that he has a bit more survivability. Yes, I can awaken those. Not much, but distracting. And these will just draw their attention, I guess, is the plan here. They'll be too busy looking at all this to deal with my flanking maneuver. That's the plan. And I have to keep an eye on the assassin. Do not forget about the assassin. If this was the later DLC with wild magic, that'd be a real concern, because then they could teleport their assassins. But do not forget where they put them. To keep an eye on it. Just pop in. And come up. Your moral support, I guess. Yeah, I cannot risk going near those guys, so. And okay, so they're not a threat yet. The penguins are going to be my emergency get out of jail free card. I don't think it'll work, but if there's a chance it'll work. That's something. Spiders start popping up. Okay, you do not have wall climbing, I guess. You're not fast enough. You're slightly vulnerable there. Give you a bit of a boost. I guess I could send you to take out the assassin. Sometimes to defeat an assassin, you need an even bigger assassin. Horse riding assassin. Hunters will be there to fight the assassin, I guess. I'd like the shock serpents to do it, actually, I think. It looks like they're planning to kill my apprentices, which would be really annoying. Didn't do that. Might be able to do something about that even. Okay. Threat neutralized. That's the thing. The assassins are very scary, but they are just a tier 2 unit, so they don't have a lot of the resistances and dangerous abilities of the higher tier units. I think he can take a hit. Where's Julie? Ooh, wait. Whoa. Don't kill those assassins. New plan. New plan. Leave the assassins alone. They didn't do anything wrong. I've had an idea. Bring you up. Okay, that took out one of them at least. Shock serpents to go deal with the assassins. You to deal with their friends. Whoa. Okay. You a little bit. Alright, I got you, little guys. There you go. They're through the gate. Where are my vampires at? Right there. Okay. Now the plan here... Well, you know what my plan is, obviously, but... Just to keep the spiders on hand for when I need them. Yeah, they don't get to act immediately. That'd be bad. Okay, what do we got? We've got... Marauders, easily dealt with. My movement was used up. It goes down, and then... Thundering keeps running, and hopefully doesn't get horribly murdered by the assassins. If they can break free. But that doesn't really make sense. Do you care to... Oh, you have stunning shot. Okay. I think I gave that to all sorcerers, come to think of it. But it's pretty powerful. I mean, yeah, it's meant to be, but... Haven't been taking advantage of that. Because I've been terrified for his life, but... Still the option. Okay. Nice if I could curse these. You got a curse on you? Not so much. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Just going to web them up and deal with their friends. In the meantime, you can get the kill if I determine it's not worth the effort to take them out. And yeah, I'll have you up for the entangling touch. Tangled touch. Entangling strike. Love to get these reed serpents to a higher tier. Okay, you're good, you're good, you're good. Everyone's good. And they're wasting mana, which I am all for. I don't know how much, like if the AI gets a bunch of free cheaty mana or what, but at the very least they're not going to use it in the next fight I fight them with. Can I act if I'm on a wall? No. Okay. Webbed. Good. And so it's not guaranteed that this works, obviously, but still, it's so likely that it is a bit much. Can I heal them? Spit off. Actually, I'll empower you as well. Okay. How many turns? 3 turns. I'm playing with fire here. The moment we fail to web those assassins, they kill someone. That said, I also need to be doing a bit of damage to them. Okay, come on. Yes. Alright, we've got ourselves an assassin. That'll come in handy. I'll probably just wait until it dies almost instantly. Alright, River Crew. You're gonna clean me up that area. I'll Dergeshan back. We're at Builder's Hall, and this spell ready. I'd like someone to do a little underground exploration in a moment. Not just yet. Okay, not that one. Where were these? We're going to go clean this up. And you, I need... Grab these two first, I guess. Okay. And I really want to keep going, actually, but I should probably wrap it up here. Yeah, I should probably wrap it up here. The episodes don't go for hours and hours and hours. Yeah. So we've lost 2 cities, but we've taken 1 back, and we've pushed through their big city here. So I think, it's about even. The warlords, we should be seeing some surprises from them. They can be quite scary with the stuff I've given warlords. And there is that mysterious thing I've added to the game here, which I'm very excited to show if and when I get the chance. And we're going to clear this out and secure the underground, hopefully. And take out the wandering guys there. And so a lot to look forward to. And yeah, thank you for watching.